All right, Gemini. Oh, all right. Lots of ideas. It is upside down, so it may feel like your ideas have not been fruitful lately. Queen of Cups is here. So is the High Priestess. That's great. And Strength. Wow. This is very powerful. And the Wheel of Fortune there. King of Swords. So it does look like there is a lot of people around you right now, maybe that have opinions on what you're doing and how you're doing it and how you should be doing it. The Magician is here. It's all about following your desires and your strengths. The Empress is also here. 10 of Swords. That can be a betrayal. It can also be thievery, lying, things like that, or trying to resolve something from the past that was negative. And you have the Fool and the Hierophant. Wow, you've got some pretty heavy-duty cards here. So it looks like you're firmly planted on your path to growth and spiritual freedom. So let's take a look at what all this means. This is the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is when ideas start shooting down at the heavens, you know, and you almost have too many things to choose from, not knowing which one to pick. But it also is when you tap into your creative juices. So Gemini, it is upside down. So you might be taking a little hiatus from the creativity aspect of your life. I know you guys are very mentally acute, so you may be doing a little more mental things than you are doing like the physical passion things. So I encourage you to find the blend and find the balance between work and play. So it does look like you're a little inundated with things, the have-to things, whether it's work or home or family. But it does feel like some of your creative juices have either been drained or you're putting them on the back shelf for right now. What crosses you is the Wheel of Fortune. And you know, the Wheel of Fortune, whatever you put into it, it pays you back. But it's also the card of luck, you know. So take a chance. Take a chance on, you know, either asking that person out, trying for that new position at work, speaking your truth with love and kindness. But take a chance at the things that you have kind of put on the back shelf, the things that bring you joy. So the Wheel of Fortune is here to remind you that luck is on your side. So that is a great card. So have faith. February looks like it'll be a lucky month for you. The Queen of Cups here, this can be a water sign, that is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It also can stand for being in integrity, speaking your truth. The Queen is a little bit intuitive, or the Queen of Cups is a little bit intuitive. The Cups are also love, emotions, feelings. So this does feel like you've been able to get in touch a little bit more with your true essence and your true feelings. You may need to speak that truth. The King of Swords is right here. He's got that sword, which is kind of cutting, can be cutting. So whenever you speak your truth, please do it with love and compassion. But nevertheless, speak your truth. The Queen of Cups also, she's an intuitive one. She's the intuitive card. She's kind. She's a visionary. She's also can stand for your psychic abilities as well as your creative endeavors. So it does feel, you know, she's a water sign, so she goes with the flow. So it's feeling like going with the flow instead of trying to overthink and control things would probably be more lucky for you. So release some of that mental stuff and just see where life takes you a little bit. Have a little bit more faith in the journey and your creative endeavors as well. The High Priestess is here. She's right in the back. And that is, you know, when you get into the exalted things, when you're finding more spiritual balance. She's also stands for kind of digging deep inside of you and figuring it out. It can represent going back to church, going to a therapist, joining a healing circle, but it does feel like you have incorporated the spiritual intellectual aspect of your life, which I know for Geminis is kind of hard. You're very intellectual. So on one side you have the trust and faith, and on the other you have the intellectual. So finding the balance. It does look like finding the balance for you between work and play, between family and love, just life in general, finding the balance between all that duplicity and the dichotomies of life. So, and it does look like you are finding your strength, because you have the High Priestess, you have the Strength card. So it does feel like some of those changes that have been happening over the last 12 months kind of thrown you off your game a bit. You may be overthinking it a little bit. So have faith in the journey. This cross is lighting up for me as faith. So having more faith in the journey and just letting go of that overthinking-itis, shall we say, and just finding the balance would really benefit you, Gemini. And, you know, there's no other duplicitous sign like a Gemini, so you probably understand this better than anyone. Finding the balance doesn't have to be one way or the other, but that does look like your life journey is finding the balance between two extremes. Strength is here, so living in your truth, living in your strength, speaking the words of integrity, saying those hard things and moving forward. It does look like you're moving forward a little bit more than you have, say, in the past year or so, and things are have required you to be strong but gentle at the same time. There's another dichotomy for you. But really gathering your strength, it does look like you have much more certainty in who you are and your abilities than you have maybe in the past. But it looks like strength is coming into play right now. So you may have to have a difficult conversation or speak something that has been living in your head for a while. The only way to resolve it with other people is to share those thoughts. So please say the hard things, do the hard work, and it will benefit you in the long run. The King of Swords is here, and you know the Kings are very exalted. Swords are all about the intellect, about the mind. He is one of great strength. He also has a lot of mental acuity. Usually, if this does stand for a person, it could be someone in the science or math environment or teacher. But this does feel more like a mentor or a teacher that you're connecting with, or possibly you are the mentor. It is a sword, which is your suit. And it is an air sign. If it is not you, Gemini, it's either a Libra or an Aquarius. But this does feel like mentoring someone. The picture that's kind of coming to me is giving back. Giving back. Someone mentored you and was your strength when you needed it. And now you will have the opportunity to be that type of mentor or guide someone in a loving, healthy, strong way. So that's what it feels like. The Magician is here at the basis of all this, really getting in tune with your magic and your trust. I know, Gems, you guys have a hard time with trusting things, but it looks like more and more as you incorporate faith and enjoying the journey a little bit more, your magic is coming out. You're seeing the beauty in life. So there does look like there was a big shift over the last year, and you've lightened up a lot, opened your heart, and simplified your life. It does feel like you simplified your life a little bit. This cup is shining for me. So it does feel like not only did your magic open to you, but now you are able to kind of express it through your love and to express it through your heart. But it is very exalted, and it's about really trusting a spirit inside of you and trusting the journey. So it does look like you have embraced that. Just kind of trying to figure out how this new space works. So bring that strength and that trust into play, and it will be a little clearer for you. The Empress is here. She is a nurturer. She can stand for pregnancy. She can stand for marriage, or she can stand for starting new projects, kind of the inception, watching it grow, nurturing it till it fully blooms. So for those of you that aren't looking to be pregnant or have someone around you that are pregnant, most likely it is a new project that is in the inception, in the birth of the project, and it requires your time, energy, and nurturing. It also can stand for nurturing your children, nurturing your family, and really getting back to the simple things, the love-based things instead of the fear. Moving up, it is the 10. Now the 10s are completions of things. This is the betrayal card. So it can be, someone misquoting you, someone taking credit for your work, or it can be being emotionally or sexually being betrayed as well. So it's a 10, so it does look like something that you know about already and you are healing from it. The sword's going into the back. When I asked Spirit what that means for you, it is something of the past that you are healing. So it really has, it's not currently in your life, but it has affected some of your decisions and your fear-based versus love-based movement in your life and communication. So it does look like the ending of that. So I'm not sure if therapy is involved, a psychic, or just been doing your work and releasing the pain from the past. It no longer serves you. So the Knight of Wands is here, and Knights are all about motion and fire and movement and bright ideas and getting out there and doing things in the world. It's about activity. Knights are about moving forward. And this also can be a fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But it does feel like someone that makes kind of quick decisions. This may be the person that you're mentoring, but this does feel like the main focus. So it may be somebody that's quick to judge, quick to make mistakes, quick to correct them, but it does feel like they need a little guidance. They need a little tutelage from you. And Knights are about moving forward, but maybe not so hastily. On the other side of this is the Fool. So this may be the friend, relative, lover, sibling that's kind of lighting a fire under your tuchus and saying, hey, take a leap of faith. Try something new. If you're doing the same thing over and over again, that's not going to bring anything new to you. So the Fool kind of encourages you. It's not necessarily making a foolish mistake. It's the beginning of a new phase, and it's taking a leap of faith and having faith in yourself and the journey. Try something new, Gemini. So the other side of it is the Hierophant. Oh, Rebecca says hi. So the Hierophant is not necessarily about religion, more or less about spirituality. And Gems, you are very intellectual, so finding the balance between mind, body, and spirit is really essential for you to grow forward in the journey. So the Hierophant is here to remind you to have faith in yourself, to have faith in the journey. Many times when the Hierophant shows up, it can stand for religion. It can stand for, some secular religion or some healing group or even therapy. But it's about getting answers of the higher order, the big picture stuff. And it goes along with the faith. It goes along with the faith aspect. So that is your general reading for the month of February. I'm going to throw a couple of these chakra cards. And these are Doreen Virtue, and she's got one-word cards. Gratitude. That's great. That's great. That pretty much says it all, doesn't it? Being grateful for what we have, really focusing on the positive and not dwelling on what is absent. Just really appreciating the now. And grief. So it's time to release all that grief from the past that was created in a different time, in a different situation. So it no longer serves you. Time to release all the pains of the past, so you can really get into your greatness and be clear on what your next step is.